Louisiana Beer Reviews Stash Panda Hazy IPA with trademarked Cryo Hops. This is from Hop Valley Brewing. Their beers just suddenly appeared here in this town. No fanfare, no preview of what was coming. Best by date August 25th, 2021. Got a good date, guys. Not gonna make out that mystery born on date. Eugene, Oregon. Hop Valley Brewing Company. I think they've been around about 12 years. This features Citra and Cryo Hops and a hefty helping of grapefruit peel, so it's a flavored ale. And there's the legal disclosure: ale brewed with grapefruit peel. I'd be curious to see what the other video reviews say. Beer Advocate saying it's an 88 out of 100, very good. B plus, like I would say. That's what I would call very good, a B plus, 88. Untapped, giving it a 75, which is high for Untapped. And then Rate Beer is saying it's a 51 out of 100, so they're saying no, it's terrible, and it's monstrously bad in the category a 30 out of 100. So that's a strange website, I gotta tell you. I've been looking at Rate Beer since 2009, and their average score always seems to be way off. And maybe it's not them that's wrong, maybe the other people are wrong, I don't know. It's weird because when you read the written reviews, like I'll say, what have people written about this particular beer, whatever it is, in the last month? It'll usually, let me adjust this. It'll usually line up, kind of like with what you're drinking. Like people will be describing the same characteristics, more or less, and it won't be that different from the written reviews on Beer Advocate. I don't know, can't explain it, but I'm just telling you what the scores are. Oh, it's hazy on this cloudy day, and it's chilly out here. Here we are in mid-May, mid-May of 2021, and you would think at this time of the year things would be getting warmer, not cooler, or even not colder, but cooler. Not running the air conditioner. Yeah, it's strange. We get closer to July and it gets cooler. Figure that out. Orange, that's the appearance. Orange, I don't know what else to say. Orange, and do they have bubbles? Well, it's opaque, so I can't tell. If it was bright, sunny out here, which it will be later, I think, it would be translucent. You'd see light shining through it, but you probably wouldn't be able to see through it. Apparently they make bottle versions of this, because I did see photos of the other ones that were in 12-ounce bottles. And if you go to their brew pubs, I think they have 2 in Oregon. It'd be on draft, but I don't guess I'd ever see it on draft in Louisiana. $18.99 here for the 12-pack. 3 cans each of 4 flavors, different IPAs. So I thought it was a good deal this day and age. So nice to see stuff show up from across the continent. Don't get too many foreign beers around here anymore. I mean, we get the standard Birra Moretti, you know, of course Mexican beers. We'll get Heineken, stuff like that. I'm talking about this town, but we used to get a lot of Japanese beers. Yeah, we get Tsingtao from China still, but yeah, 10 years ago it was just the stores would be loaded with foreign beers, and then the local craft beers more or less chased them off the shelves. I guess that's understandable. And then people want to send me beer, and they'll be like, well, there's all these IPAs and pale ales from Idaho, where I live. I want you to try them. And I always tell people, don't spend money and take the effort to do that, because although we don't get that particular company's beers, we get a whole line like that from local companies here, and then you'll notice the flavors aren't really that different. And I just don't see the point in it. I mean, I know people will say, oh, they want to see what I think about the beer. And then I've had more than a few times where people sent me stuff that they say, you'll never see it. And a month later, it shows up here. I say, I told you not to send it. I mean, I was telling you, you don't know about distribution. It's a weird thing. This is a perfect example here. All right. Is it going to disappear fast like Wicked Weed? I hope not, because Wicked Weed showed up 2018, and I thought their beers were really good, and then they were going in a flash, faster than Green Flash. Now, Green Flash stayed around 2 years, and they were pretty prevalent, and then just like immediately gone from every store. You saw the thick, creamy lacing, slightly off-white, maybe ivory, and then you can see the color. Let's go with the nose. I would say white bread crust, which is a stereotypical aroma with India Pale Ales I've noticed of any coast. East, Great Lake, Gulf, or West. Grapefruit. I don't really detect it. I wouldn't even be saying that word if I didn't read it on the can and on their website. So it's good to taste here at 8:15 a.m. It's pretty standard of like bread, mellow hop bitterness. I can't remember the IBUs. I'm gonna have it posted below. Yeah, 50. I thought I was gonna say 45, but I knew it was somewhere in the mid-range. 50. It seems about right. It'll come into play more as I sip on it. You know, bitterness tends to build for some reason. Grapefruit. I guess it's so blended in. I'm not really picking it up. The same thing with that grapefruit sculpin that I first had at Michael Komaroff's house in Brooklyn, New York City, New York, and it was a blind taste test. He's very good at doing those, and he was saying, do you detect something else in the beer? And I was saying, no. I could tell it was an IPA. I said, it tastes like a really good IPA, and then after the reveal, grapefruit sculpin, I said, I wasn't picking it up. Of course, then once I knew it was there, you could kind of notice it, but grapefruit peel now, not pulp, not pith, not juice. I've never eaten a grapefruit peel because, that's not really what you eat. I think it just could be adding to the overall rounded bitterness of this beer. It's a pretty round bitterness. It's a round beer in a way. It's like sweetness, bitterness, medium body. The mostly dry finish is sort of just like working in concert. It's a Philharmonic type ale. And I'm not saying that to be funny or sarcastic or anything, it's just the way it's working. There's nothing garish about it, there's nothing standing out, and I think that's not a detriment to the beer. It's not meant for anything to be like have a pointed flavor, a pointed aroma. It's just round. Yeah, I'm going to be siding more with Beer Advocate and Untapped that it's a quite a good product. And I don't know what this rate beer thing is about, but I want to read the written reviews. I don't know what the complaint would be about this beer. It's 6.5, so it's even there. I just described it as a balanced aroma, body, and flavor. The mouthfeel's just normal, just like normal beer, meaning no slickness, no oiliness, no sticky strangeness. And the lacing staying around nice. I don't know what kind of axe to grind people would have with this company, except maybe they got some kind of issue with their distribution partners and all of that. Some people get like afflicted with that. You know what I mean? Like anger. If their favorite craft beer company starts making distribution agreements with the big guys, they kind of get angry. And they don't kind of get angry, they really get angry. I've noticed with some people, a lot of people, they say, I ain't worried about that. If it tastes good, that's what I'm worried about. It tastes really good. I think 3 out of 4 so far, I've done 75% of the varieties. To me, it's a winner all around. I mean, this is not a game changer. It's not going to make you alter the way you think about India Pale Ales. I don't think the Cryo Stash series is meant to do that. It's just, now I don't know about, they're saying that the Cryo Stash method is really enhancing. I don't know about all of that. It might just be an easier way for them to get hold of a lot of lupulin powder. Hey, well, that's fine too, but I just see this as a winning thing. You get a pretty good price on 4 different flavors, 3 out of 3 winners so far. I would assume that the strongest one, over 7%, I think, the Blue Label, I just think is gonna, I don't know, I would assume it's gonna be a winner. So yeah, this is another 94. They've all been scoring into that low level, most excellent area. No complaints at all, like I said. So Lazy Le Bon Ton Relais, a very enjoyable India Pale Ale. And it's nice to have an India Pale Ale that's just enjoyable. It's not like you have to do a cognitive, you know what I'm saying, like a mental extrapolation of the product. You just drink it and enjoy it. So you say, yeah, it's a backyard IPA. Well, I'm in the backyard, and it's a good IPA. So Lazy Le Bon Ton Relais once again. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Eugene, Oregon, and tour the Hop Valley Brewing Company's brewery.